So, it's Barcelona nil, Inter Milan 1. And we couldn't get the job done at the San Siro. And what a horrible performance it was by Barcelona. One of the worst performances from Barcelona I've seen this season. Yes, we will be talking about everything. Once again, I will be doing everything, the full match, dissecting the full match in detail. So let's do it. And starting with the lineup, guys. Yes, the lineup was exactly as we all expected. Marc-Andre ter Stegen started as the goalkeeper. The two fullbacks, Marcos Alonso, Sergi Roberto, Eric Garcia and Christensen as the two centre-backs. The midfield consisting of Busquets, Gavi, Pedri, and up front it was Lewandowski. But the main change, Rafinha on the left-hand side, Dembele on the right-hand side. This was the formation on the paper. On the field, it was something else. It was something different, a very, very different team it was than what it was shown in the graphic. And to be honest, guys, coming into some of the most individual performances, first of all, our right-hand side of the game was completely dead. It was dead. Nothing was happening on that right-hand side. Dembele, Roberto, trash play. Dembele, man, in big games, you have to step up. You can't make mistakes like that. Dembele, what was that? Number of crosses, number of times he tried to make crosses or he tried for a pass, it got intercepted, it got blocked. Nothing came out of Dembele. Yes, you can say one chance, one cross there was. Onana parried it. And we will be talking about that handball situation. That was one good cross. Otherwise, a bullshit game by Dembele. Same goes with Roberto. What's the obsession with always passing it backwards, always passing it sideways? What's the obsession with it? Come on, man. Sometimes try to go past the keeper. You are a fullback. Try to do those overlapping runs. Try to do it sometimes. And if you can't do it, try to make some few crosses inside the box so that your forwards can tuck it home. Your forwards can do something with it. And absolutely nothing happened. And coming into the formation, guys, this is the first time I'm going to say this. I didn't understand what was the plan. The question marks has to be asked about Xavi's tactics in this match. And this is the first time I'm doing this. This is the first time I'm asking something like that. What was the game plan? What was the strategy? What was the tactics? What was the plan? Nothing looked similar. Nothing looked anything like it was clear cut. Nothing looked like, yes, this was our game plan. We exactly fell into the trap that Inter Milan set for us. Inter Milan had a game plan and they stick to it for the full 98 minutes. They stick to that game plan. What was going on in that game? What was happening? Sometimes Inter Milan allowed us to have possession. Inter Milan was clearly saying, have the possession in the world. Whatever you're going to do it with the ball. We're going to sit deep. We're going to enjoy and soak up the pressure. But once we get a chance, we get a counter-attacking situation, we will punish you. And that's exactly what happened. Inter Milan got a chance and they converted their chances. And this is what I have to ask. But now coming on to from this, about this formation, now one more thing, I didn't understand that. Game plan, yes, defensively, it looked like, okay, it was 4 at the back. But then it was Pedri and Busquets as the two holding midfielders. And then it looked like, yes, Pedri had the license to roam forward. And it was Gavi playing as that inverted role. Alongside Rafinha was also playing as an inverted winger. Dembele on that right-hand side, about him, he was trash. And Lewandowski was completely silent. And now for these two wingers not functioning properly, Lewandowski was left with nothing. He was kept silent in this match. He absolutely couldn't do anything in this match. And what was the structure? What was the idea? Yes, as we discussed in the match preview, Inter Milan are weak in the air. Inter Milan are vulnerable in the air. So if that was the plan, to try to hit them with the aerial threat, then where are the crosses? Why there wasn't any proper crosses coming inside the box? If that was the idea, in order to put Rafinha and Lewandowski inside the box, in order to have more men inside the box, if that was the idea, if that was the game plan, where was the crosses? There was no crosses coming inside. Absolutely nothing. It was Alonso who was stretching the pitch wide on the left hand side. Rafinha more inverted. Rafinha making those in behind runs inside the box alongside Lewandowski. If that was the plan, where were the crosses? There was nothing. But now coming on to that handball situation, and I can't accept this. Refereeing was shit. It was utter bullshit performance by the referee. Yes, performance by the referee. I'm saying this. Referee, what was that? I mean, look at me at this. Look at me in this situation. What happened? Ousmane Dembele crossed the ball. Onana shoved it a little bit. And then it was touched by Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati's movement was something like this. His movement, his structure of the body was something like this. The ball hit his hand and it went to Pedri, and Pedri did the equalizing, but it was ruled out as a handball. It was in an unnatural position. What's the natural position? Is when the hand is behind you. It is when the hand is behind you, not when it's in front of you. And the same goes with Roberto puts one good cross, finally one good cross. Dumfries was like this. Dumfries' hand was like this. The ball hit his own hand. And that wasn't even checked. It was checked by the VAR, but the VAR decided, oh no, it's not. It's nothing. What was that? If one is ruled out for a handball, why the other is not given a handball? Simple as that. You need to answer these questions. These questions needs an answer. UEFA, referee, simple as that. And now what we have now got is that we have to win our next match against Inter Milan. And the way Inter Milan carried themselves, if they carried themselves this way in Camp Nou, it will be very, very difficult to break them apart. Like even if we drop points, we can't simply drop points now. We need a win against Inter Milan. Then we need a win against mighty Bayern Munich, which is like a mountain to climb, and then Victoria Pilsen. But whatever is going to happen, it's going to happen in these two matches. And we simply need a result in these two matches. And these are raw emotions and feeling, guys. I'm not the one of those guys who is going to banter our own players or talk shit about our own players. It's not me. I try to be optimistic. I try to be happy. I try to take out the positives from the negatives. But this situation, today's match, was one of the worst performances by Barcelona so far this season. And questions needs to be asked. Things needs to improve. It has to be simply improved. And one more thing I didn't understand, is why Dembele kept on playing on that right hand side and why Rafinha was playing on that left hand side. I think it's somewhere in between, like Xavi trying to get the best out of Dembele. He's neither able to get the best out of Dembele, nor Rafinha is benefiting from the system. At least Dembele is better than Rafinha on that left hand side. Dembele can be doing at least good, and Rafinha is lethal on that right hand side. His abilities, his power is really reduced when he's playing on that left hand side. You simply have to understand that. And when these two wingers are not performing well, Lewandowski is the one that suffers the most. And this is what happens. Our full front line, it's just whitewashed. Our full front line is just problematic. Nothing happens in our front line. So this was just a raw emotion, raw feelings, guys. I have to say it. I had to say it all out. Changes, more videos about this topic will be coming on. We will be discussing more about this. But thank you so much for joining. Do hit that subscribe button and like button. Do all those good stuff if you're new to this channel. But thank you so much for joining. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until unless, Bisca el Barça.